You're lying in bed, phone an inch from your face. News of layoffs, markets down, another article about the coming collapse. You lock your screen, and your eyes land on the framed degree on the wall. You remember what it cost, the years, the debt, the expectations. You did what you were told. Get educated, get a good job, and you'll be safe. But as you scroll through stories of people with degrees still losing work, still struggling with rent, a quiet thought appears. If the economy really breaks, this piece of paper won't feed me. In this video, we're going to talk calmly and directly about that feeling. What actually keeps food on the table when the economy is under real stress? And why your degree, by itself, is not the safety net you were promised. More importantly, we'll put this in order so you know what to focus on first, second, and third, instead of just feeling afraid. Let's get clear early. Your degree is a ticket into certain kinds of work. It is not a guarantee of income, and it is definitely not a survival tool in an economic collapse. In a deep recession or crisis, the economy stops caring about your credentials and starts caring about something much simpler. Can you create value people need right now? Can you keep your basic costs low enough to survive income shocks? And can you stay calm enough to make decisions in the right order? That's the real subject of this video. Most of us were taught a very simple story. Study hard, get a degree, get a good job, security follows. The belief under that story is, the more advanced my education, the safer I am. When the economy is stable, this sometimes feels true. Degrees can open doors, increase average income, and signal competence. But in a sharp downturn, this belief can actually increase your stress. Companies cut secure jobs. Entire industries freeze hiring. Highly educated people compete for the same limited roles. Your fixed costs, often built around your good job, stay high. And the harsh reality is, the grocery store doesn't care about your major. The landlord doesn't take diplomas as payment. What matters instead is much less glamorous. Cash flow, flexibility, practical in-demand skills, and your ability to adjust your lifestyle quickly. Your degree may still help, but it is just one tool, not the foundation of your survival. To change how you respond, you need to understand what's happening in your mind. When you've invested years and tens of thousands of dollars into a degree, it becomes part of your identity. I'm an engineer. I'm a lawyer. I'm a teacher. So when the economy shakes and that identity feels threatened, two things collide. Scarcity, what if I can't pay my bills? Ego and sunk cost, after all this effort, I should be safe. That combination often leads to paralysis. You wait for jobs in your field to come back. You feel insulted by lower paying or more manual work. You keep the same lifestyle because downgrading feels like failure. Psychologically, your degree becomes like an expensive map of a city. You're proud of it. You worked for it. But when the terrain changes, roads closed, bridges down, that map can't feed you. In an economic storm, survival depends less on the prestige of your map and more on your willingness to walk, improvise, and navigate new paths. So let's create some order. Before you panic about economic collapse, you need a clear sequence. First, know your real survival number, not your current lifestyle, your bare bones, food, housing, utilities, basic transport, essential meds. Before you do anything else, you must know, how much do I truly need each month to stay afloat? Second, protect liquidity and lower fixed costs. In a crisis, flexibility beats optimization. Build even a small cash buffer. Stock reasonable, not extreme, pantry basics. Reduce recurring commitments where you can. This comes before you chase new opportunities. You can't think long-term if you're on the edge every week. Third, prioritize adaptable income over status. This is where the degree trap often appears. In a downturn, before you protect your professional pride, you must protect cash flow. That might mean temporary work below your qualification, multiple part-time or gig roles, work outside your original field. This only works after I get my perfect job is the wrong order. The right order is, first I secure income, then I improve its quality. Fourth, build practical, monetizable skills. not more framed certificates. Skills that solve pressing problems. Technical skills that keep systems running. Hands-on repair, logistics, care, or service work. Digital skills that help businesses make or save money. Your degree may speed this up, but the hierarchy is clear. Survival, income, then prestige. So what does this look like in real life? For your work decisions, instead of asking, "Is this worthy of my degree?" ask, "Does this move me closer to my survival number and give me breathing room?" Take the job that stabilizes you, then keep planning your next step from a calmer place. For spending, shift your focus from maintaining appearances to maintaining optionality. Fewer fixed payments, more room in your monthly budget. In a shaky economy, the ability to shrink quickly is more valuable than a high but fragile lifestyle. For saving, in uncertain times, lean slightly more towards cash and accessibility. Not zero investing, but a strong awareness that if you can't access money in a crunch, it doesn't feed you. For risk, be cautious about new long-term obligations, large debts, expensive leases, lifestyle upgrades. The goal is to avoid locking tomorrow's uncertain income into today's fixed payments. When you internalize this order, your identity shifts. You stop seeing yourself as a degree holder waiting for the world to treat me fairly, and start seeing yourself as a person who can survive and adapt in different economies. You rely less on external labels, more on internal capability. You feel less fragile because your safety doesn't hang on one employer, one sector, or one piece of paper. Over time, that mindset compounds. You become the person who adjusts early, cuts costs calmly, picks up new skills without shame, and quietly outlasts more impressive resumes. If you want to, share in the comments what non-degree skill has actually helped you most when money was tight. There is one common mistake to watch for. In fear, people tend to do one of two things. They either cling harder to their degree identity, refusing any work that feels beneath them, waiting for the old world to return, or they panic and chase another credential, a new degree, a new course, another expensive promise of security. Both are understandable. Both delay the one thing that matters most in a downturn: simple, direct action in the right order. To avoid this, separate your worth from your work. Your value as a person is not measured by the job you have to take in a crisis. You are allowed to protect your survival first and rebuild your career story later. Economic collapses make headlines. Recessions are part of the normal cycle. You don't need to predict which is coming. You need a structure that works in both. Know your survival number. Protect liquidity. Take adaptable income over status. Build skills that people need, not just titles that sound impressive. Your degree can still be useful. It just isn't the thing that feeds you. If this brought you a little more clarity and a little less fear, you'll find more of that here.